Yes! Another stunning Joker entrance leaves the crowd speechless. Let's hear it for him, folks.
Welcome to the Gotham Knight channel. I am your host, the Gotham Knight, and today is a very special day because 6 years ago today, Batman Arkham Knight was released. That's right. So this is going to be a little bit of a celebration, a little bit of a look back at one of the, or if not the greatest Batman game that was ever released on video game. And let's go ahead and celebrate. I'm going to be sharing a montage of videos for you right here, and sharing my thoughts on this anniversary and why does this game still stand up today. So let's go ahead and dive in. First of all, happy birthday, congratulations, Rocksteady Studios. You guys did an amazing job with the Gotham Knight. It was an amazing story, amazing artwork, production. So to the team and all the people that worked on that game, sacrificed weekends and time with family to make sure that us fans got that game in our hands. Thank you so much for that. I know creating something like that and as amazing as that is definitely something that is definitely a milestone. So happy birthday, great job, and let's dive in. I want to talk about some of my moments, and most of all, I actually want to do a follow-up show with the Arkham Knight. Really, it was a milestone in video game history, and I remember the first time I talked to Shefton Hill back in, I believe it was 2008 or 2009, before Arkham Asylum came out, and the enthusiasm behind that game and how nervous they were to see how it was going to do because the game hadn't come out yet. To see the success that they've gone through is completely amazing, Rocksteady. So congrats to you guys, Shefton. Congrats to your team and pulling this off, a complete milestone with not only Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then the Arkham Knight. Amazing job. So some of the things as a fan that I liked were definitely the interactions between a lot of the villains, the known rogue gallery of Batman. I thought was amazing. The reveal of who the Arkham Knight was, of course, being Jason Todd. A lot of us didn't know who that was, but I had my suspicions about it, and I honestly thought, even if you're looking at Suicide Squad movie that David Ayer did, when Joker has that little J under his eye, I thought it was truly Jason Todd Joker version of a Joker in that movie, and I just always thought that was the connection, or I felt that could have been the connection between the video game and the movie. But ultimately, Zack Snyder's reshoots, of course, showed that was really truly Joker, and I thought it could have been better as Jason Todd, right? So, and then William Dafoe was a real Joker, right? That could have been really cool to come out and see that. But anyway, that's a sidetrack. That's my ADHD going and working at maximum effort there. But Arkham Knight, there are very few video games in the history of video games that leave an impact, and wanting you to play over and over. And I believe all of us have a video game that we've played that we always go back to and say, man, that's that's tried and true. Depending on how old you are, it could be the first time you saw Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, and you're playing that, or Donkey Kong, or Metal Gear. When Metal Gear came out, that was a series that I always a huge Metal Gear fan, and I'm just reminiscing on my view. But like I said, I did want to do a two-parter because I want to get your guys' review, and I want you guys to film yourself. Tell us, tell the team Rocksteady happy birthday for this accomplishment. Record yourself, send it in, email me, and let's go ahead and definitely get that posted up for you guys. Okay, so I want Rocksteady to know that we appreciated everything that they did. So if you can, email me here, the Gotham Knight channel at gmail.com. Email me a video, a recording of yourself talking about your favorite moment, and let's try to keep it between 2 to 3 minutes, so that way we can try to get as many in as we can. So I definitely want to do a follow-up video. So the video game, just trying to think of like the different parts. Now, one thing that I did notice was from Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham Asylum, to the Arkham Knight was Killer Croc. Of course, Killer Croc's body changed a bit, and I felt the scenes with him were very, very. I like the big battle where you were down in the, I believe it was a submarine, where you have the big battle and everyone's down there, and he's trying to correct a warden of that ship, and I love that scene. I love the battle right there. The psyche that Batman had, Bruce Wayne had, where the Joker was always around him, and in his head it's like, that greatest niche that this guy was never gonna go anywhere, but like Joker was stuck with him through death, right? I always felt that I was hoping that the Joker was gonna come back, but yeah, it looked like he was truly really dead. The storylines, Heir to the Cow, which was the one with Azrael, and how that storyline played out. I thought his fight scenes were very cool. I felt that he was a character that was from the comic books, is very complex. Definitely needs some psychiatric help to balance his head. The Batgirl DLC, the DLC was amazing, right? The DLC through this game was really well. I thought it could have been a real good horror story. Was the Creature of the Night, where you had Man-Bat, and that whole scene and sequence that went on. The Mr. Freeze story, that was one of the greatest Batman animations, of course, is The Heart of Ice, right? If you have not seen that movie of Mr. Freeze, and I felt that they've always maybe since the 90s have always taken, like, man, you gotta feel bad for Mr. Freeze because of everything what happened with Nora Freeze. I thought they played into that within the video game, and it was a beautiful send-off for Mr. Freeze and Nora Freeze. So if you haven't played the video game, I don't want to spoil it. It is 6 years old, so I'm gonna keep the romance alive of you playing that. But Mr. Freeze's suit was very well. One of the newer characters that were coming in during the time in the comics was Professor Pig, and Professor Pig was also featured in here in a DLC. Was it a DLC? No, I think it was not a DLC. It was called the Perfect Crime. So Professor Pig was really well. Of course, Ra's al Ghul was really well done. That storyline played out very, very well. And then the Red Hood. I loved how they did the Red Hood suit, and I guess what was it? What was it? A story pack? I believe it was called a story pack. And if you know me, I like to go off my memory, guys. So I'm not a big Google guy. I'm a big memory guy. So the Red Hood story pack was another great storyline. And if you look at Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, these are masterpieces, right? To me, I have more fondness with Arkham Asylum because it was the first time we truly got a great Batman game, right? It was really truly great. The Two-Face story, the Red Hood. Let me go back to the Red Hood. I love the outfit. I love what they did with that. I love the jacket. I thought that was one of the greatest DLCs that you could have done for a character. The Batman Beyond suit was really well. I guess we could talk about the different suit variants now. So the different suits that were in this game were massive. The one thing, you even had the Batman Zero R in here. That was definitely from the storyline. You had the Batman Beyond suit, which was very tactical, very well made. You had different renditions of the Batmobile. Also, well, in the Batman suits, let's hop back to the Batman suits. You had all the suits from the movies. You had the '89 Batman. You had the Dark Knight. You had Ben Affleck, and you even had Adam West. So I thought that was very cool. You also had their respected Batmobiles. You had the '89 Batmobile. You also had the Tumbler. They didn't have. I don't remember if they had the Batman Forever or the Batman and Robin Batmobile. I'm trying to remember. I don't think they did. So some of those were really great and fun to go back and play with. Now that was part of the downfall of why I feel Asylum is better than Arkham Knight. Even though Arkham Knight gave you a bigger range of abilities, it had more to do with using the Batmobile, which the Batmobile in Arkham Knight was okay, cool. You know, it was cool. It was not one of my favorite Batmobiles, and I think a lot of Batman fans felt that way, that it wasn't. It could have done without a lot of the Batmobile parts of it, which I think affected the game, not in a negative way, just where people like, I don't want to play with that. It could have been different. I think they just added too much of the Batmobile in there, rather than giving the full aesthetic of the story to Batman and the Rogues Gallery and the Rogues villains. But it's a very hard balance because the game is very good. So we got to find something to nitpick at, right? So that is what I feel a lot of, fans had felt during that time. And you might not have felt it, but there are definitely fans out there that felt that the Batmobile, there was too many scenes with the Batmobile. Let's just say that there was too many scenes with the Batmobile, and if it could have just been, handled it a certain different way. So having an amazing game, an amazing story like that was something that I think fans would definitely appreciate after all these years, looking back at it and saying, man, what a wonderful job. This is 6 years old. This is a game that's 6 years old and still going on. And what an accomplishment for Rocksteady. What an accomplishment in Batman video game history. So happy birthday to the Arkham Knight, and let's see what the next Batman games hold, right? All right, guys, so I am your host of Gotham Knight, and don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and let them know if you like what we do here. So you have a wonderful day out in Gotham City. Take care.